segment is sponsored by Wine Time Radio. Every Saturday at 10 p.m. on AM 560. Explore the wonderful world of wine with hosts James Crooker and Rob Lehner.
This is Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan Proft and Amy Jacobson on AM 560. The Answer.
Good morning, Dan and Amy. We talked, of course, about President Trump's immigration proposal that was DOA among Democrats last week. I thought it was, rather
giving,
generous. I thought it was rather sharp. I think he knew it was going to be DOA, and I think he's put congressional Democrats in God's little acre east of the Rock and west of the hard place. 3 reasons. First, by raising the path to citizenship Democrats want for the 800,000 DACA recipients to 1 million more, he takes Schumer's and Pelosi's mascots away from them, because that's all these individuals are to Schumer and Pelosi. They're mascots. They're there for political purposes. They're means to political ends. They don't care about these people. Second, by providing a path for those who were eligible but didn't seek DACA designation, in addition to those who did, he outflanks them on the issues of fairness and empathy and good faith to be a compromise. And then third, he positions himself with 70% plus of Americans on all of the issues under the rubric immigration reform. A path for DACA designees, that's wildly popular. But so is the wall, border security, prioritizing immigration based on skills, punishing, sanctuary cities and states. All of those things are part of a deal or part of policies that are being pursued. Like in the case of sanctuary cities and states, the letters that went out from Justice to sanctuary cities and states like Chicago and Illinois last week. So if they cut a deal, Trump is the pragmatic businessman who cut a decent deal, bipartisan in nature, with congressional Democrats. If they don't cut a deal, Trump is the pragmatic businessman who was foiled by inflexible Democrats, whom he met more than halfway. It's win-win for Trump, just politically. We can quibble about some of the component parts of what he proposed, but politically, he really trickbags Democrats. I mean, they're in the position of Schrodinger's cat. They're alive and dead at the same time. And so, what are they left to do? Well, I'll give you what they're left to do. Crumbs Pelosi addressing the U.S. Conference of Mayors on Friday on Trump's immigration proposal. Here's all they have left to offer.
That plan is a campaign to make America white again.
There you go.
All they have is the race card.
Yep.
All they have is the race card. And by the way, even some congressional Democrats like Senator Joe Manchin, they're not taking that. They're not taking a page out of Crumbs Pelosi's book. They're not on board for that line of argumentation. Manchin sounding a lot more reasonable when he was on with Jake Tapper over the weekend.
You know what? We don't need that type of rhetoric on either side, from Nancy, Paul Ryan, or anybody else. And I come down this. The president has laid out a template. We're going to look at that template, and we're going to work with it.
Yeah, I love we don't need that rhetoric from anyone. Right. Well, we're just talking about Pelosi because that's the only one offering it. Right. That's the only person offering it. Has Paul Ryan said something that was racially incendiary of late? Not that I'm aware of. So it was a nice little play by Manchin, but he's clearly uncomfortable with the race hustling that Crumbs Pelosi is trying. For more on this topic and others, we're pleased to be joined again by our friends. They are the first ladies of punditry. They are Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk, thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for having us. Thanks for having us.
So is Crumbs Pelosi right that Trump's immigration proposal is just a thinly veiled effort to make America white again?
You know, Nancy Pelosi is always wrong. You know what? I think that the president is trying to make this place safe again, prosperous again. And, you know, the left don't know how to deal with it. And the only word they have to use is racist or anything racist, and that's because they created it. They are the ones that created the Jim Crow days and the KKK and didn't want slavery to end. And it was a Democratic Party. It was a president that says, hey, give them enough to keep them quiet, but not enough to make a difference. And they went along with all of that.
That's right.
So that's why they always use the race card.
Yeah.
Look, as it pertains to immigration, the president is an ultimate deal maker, an ultimate negotiator. And it's going to be a win-win either way it goes. So either the Democrats can come to the table and be willing to deal, because we done threw the dice. If not, they're going to pay a heavy price.
And what do you think about her crumbs comment? I mean, $1,000 extra in your paycheck is not crumbs to me.
It's not crumbs to us either, because Nancy Pelosi and them is out of touch, and I know that they're trying to create a path of citizenship for the DACA. I call them DACA adults because they're no longer children. Maybe it's time for us to create a path to retirement for some of these people, because it's time for some of these people to retire.
That's right. At least we are getting something, because none of the Democrats came to the table to give the American people anything. And I always say with Nancy Pelosi, she's running around here always talking about Armageddon. Well, Nancy Pelosi, I'm going to be getting more money in my pocket. How about that?
That's right.
I see what you did there. Here's a question for you. I thought that one of the reasons that Trump was elected, and it's something that politicians in both parties run on, is economic opportunities for people that haven't had them or haven't had them in as bountiful as other people have had them. So particularly minority communities, the urban centers, economic opportunities for Black families and Latino families, job creation is important. But then I heard Jay-Z, who's down with the struggle. Jay-Z was on with Van Jones on CNN, and he said when it comes to Trump, the fact that the Black unemployment rate is at historic lows, that doesn't matter because it's not about money. So, I mean, it's not about jobs. It's about whether or not the president says things that are hurtful. Is that your feeling as well?
Oh, it's not our feelings. But with JC, look at all the hurtful things that he said about women. Look at all the hurt. We got him on. Listen, you can just go pull up any of his music. Now he's trying to make himself, I guess, like a good guy, because in this last record he put out, he didn't say anything bad. But what about all of the other stuff you said in your past? So for you to take and try to point the finger at the president when you don't even know what you are alleging that he said, you don't even know if he said it or not. You've never heard him say that. Then you take that and you run with it. We need money in our pocket, and it's so sad people like Jay-Z is out of touch.
That's right.
Out of touch with the average American people that are ready to thrive and not just barely survive. And I tell you what, if money don't mean nothing, what Jay-Z need to do is give all of your money to the homeless, and you live out there on the streets, and then you tell us how that's working for UNB. Okay?
UNB.
Jay-Z has been served. Hey, did you ladies watch the Grammys last night? And if you did, what did you think of the political statements
but I
made?
heard that Hillary Clinton was reading Michael Wolff's book, but who she should have been reading, she should have been reading Juanita Broadnack's books, is who she should have been reading. First of all, I get tired of the Grammys and these little shows politicizing their shows, because it's such a turnoff. It's such a turnoff. I can't watch no foolishness like that. For you to throw daggers at a sitting president, imagine all of the fences and gates that would have broken loose had this happened up under Obama administration, or even up under Bush administration. And I see them disrespect this president. It's disheartening, and I can't watch foolishness like that.
Now, you did miss, to be fair, Sting, who at 66 years old looks great.
He does.
How good was Sting? 66.
He did a bit with Shaggy on they were doing karaoke subway train car. He looks good.
Yeah, so we'll send you an MP3 of that, so you don't have to watch the whole show there, Diamond. So let me ask you this: there's an interesting piece in the Federalist by a political consultant named Jordan Gerke, who suggests that Republicans in 2018, even with the tax cuts and the benefits from the tax cuts, and even with a growing economy, particularly if it hits those growth projections that economists are suggesting 3%, maybe even 4% GDP growth this year. They're still saying we're headed for a bloodbath right now because the Democrat base is very animated, very motivated. You're seeing it in special elections. And what Gerke suggests Republicans need to start doing is playing the Trump card. And the Trump card he says Republicans need to play is if Republicans lose the House, Democrats are going to impeach Trump. That's a real thing. They will do it, and that's why they need to be stopped to animate the Trump voters who don't necessarily always vote in Republican primaries. They came out for Trump in 2016, but they need to come out for him again in 2018. What do you think about that?
I do think everybody need to vote. The Republicans need to come out in droves and vote, and don't sit this one out.
Yeah.
Because, see, the left has an agenda, and ever since this man has been elected, there's been an agenda. Now, the left has not pushed one piece of legislation that's going to help any inner or urban city, any American. Okay? Not one. Okay? So I think that all Americans, and I don't care what side of the aisle you play on, should look at your lawmakers. They're not doing their job. So why would we vote in more Democrats? And the Democrats haven't done not one thing in one whole year. This president has done more in 1 year than the past administration did in 8 years. And that is a true fact. But since this president has been in office for a year, these lawmakers haven't done a thing, especially on the Democrat side. So why would we vote them in? But I believe that it's time for us to show that passion again. And we all need to get to the polls in 2018. That is a must.
Hey, ladies, I was wondering how your friend Omarosa's doing. I hear she's back to reality TV.
Oh, yes, that's a reality. That
I'm
is the
very
reality.
happy for her.
She is back to reality TV, and we absolutely love it. We're happy for her. She's doing what she do best, be Omarosa.
Yeah, that's what she loves.
We absolutely love it. And also, don't forget to join us on our Chit Chat Tour. You know, we're going to be traveling around 4 cities, Jacksonville, Charlotte, North Carolina, Dallas, Texas, and Pennsylvania, going around, you know, letting people know about what's really going on in the world. You got these different social media platforms that want to censor our voices. So we're going to take our message to the street. So go to diamondandsilk.com, click on Chit Chat Tour to get more information.
All right, so it's diamondandsilk.com, and then so you said these are a bunch of cities I'm considering moving to. Charlotte, Jacksonville, Dallas, and what's the city in Pennsylvania? Where are you going to be?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Steelers. I'm the Steelers.
See, that's...
I could live in any of those cities as compared to this godforsaken places. All right, the Diamond and Silk. The Diamond and Silk. What do you call it? The Chit Chat Tour?
Diamond and Silk Chit Chat Tour.
I love it.
Okay.
Diamondandsilk.com. Ladies, thanks as always for joining us. Good luck with that tour.
Thank you all for having us.
And they joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
You've made the switch, and it feels so good. You've switched to Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.